Breaking news. A recent information we are getting here. Our amiable Prime Minister of the Israeli government, Mazi Chukwuwike Benjamin Netanyahu, make a very disturbing statement after a visit to Northern Command in Israel. And everything he says there, according to the information, all been a kind of is pinpointing how Biafra is going to get their freedom. Immediately Israel get their freedom from the threats of Hezbollah, Iranian regime, and so on and so forth. Anyway, remember, in every information we are bringing to you, we must bring an article that a kind of summarizes it all. And that article is what I'm about to read right at this moment from nigerianews.com. So for you to understand that this is not a mere propaganda, but a global news that people are scampering to even read. But I'm bringing it to you in form of video so that as you are doing your work, you don't need to disturb your head or your brain to be reading it. Let me be your brain. Let me hold your brain to read the article for you. And why you listen from YouTube. You see why sometimes it seems like I'm getting angry. Most of us are lazy readers. I repeat, most of us are lazy readers. Then somebody like me come dedicate my time that while you are doing your work, I'll be busy reading the news for you. Just listen to the news, like it, share it, comment on it. Air your view and also forward the message to another. Some people will just come, click. After the word finish, they will just clean their buttocks and waka. They won't even do anything. They won't even contribute anything. That's when people will come out tomorrow now begin to ask you, what have you contributed in this Biafra struggle? Why are you blaming Nnamdi Kanu? Why are you blaming Ngozi Orebeze? Why are you blaming Simon Ekpa? But they said all hands have to be on deck if we really want this Biafra of 18. If we really want to succeed in this Biafra agitation, every hands must be on deck. Man, you can imagine some people who are busy cautioning blames on the people who are doing the right thing, have never contributed a dime to this what we are doing. Don't be surprised. These same people will be the ones now who will be at the head of every affairs now when Biafra finally comes, running helter-skelter looking for one appointment or the other. But when they go and become tough, they stop on the way. Why the tough keep going? People like me, people like others who have refused to back down on this threat we receive on daily basis because of our commitment in making sure that every news that got to do with Biafra get to every nooks and crannies of Biafra land. Please, you people should do what? Show us love and appreciation. We don't need your money. Share our video, like it, comment on it, and make sure you follow every social media handle talking about Biafran struggle. As long as they are genuinely doing that, that is what we need from you, not your money. Keep your money to yourself. We don't need it. I beg, let us read the news. Iran is not the same Iran before Netanyahu after Northern Command visit. So please listen while I read. Make sure you hold your brain tight too. I didn't say you should drop off your brain because you are listening from YouTube. No, hold your brain tight because you need your brain to understand the message. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel is shifting from defense to offense in its multi-front campaign, declaring that the country has created deep security zones inside enemy territory and is fundamentally altering the balance of power against Iran, Hezbollah, and Hamas. You can imagine, 3 strong fight is what Israel is fighting today, just like what have been written in the Bible. Those of us who read Bible, Israel keep on fighting war until the last day. That is what Israel of today is still fighting. You can imagine at a just small country of Israel, how many population self? Let me see, what is the population of Israel self? Because I have not take a deep thought about it self. Let me see, Israel population. Please, my people, make an overview, I beg. Israeli population. Let me see. Israel population. Let me see. As of early of 2026, Israel population is estimated to be 10.1 million. That is the population of Israel fighting three strong wars. Some people bring in this argument, and after all, US is there. My brother, you can never take out US from Israel. You can never take out Israel from US. That's the simple truth. The most successful businessmen, in fact, the billionaires you are hearing today in US, they are all Jews. And don't forget what Israel represents. In their machineries, all these people who are doing the main work in the US government, in the US security architecture, everywhere, including in Israel, are all Jews. Mark Zuckerberg and all these people you are hearing, they are all Jews. They're billionaires. So that is why you can never take Israel away from US, and you can never take US away from Israel. So they are fighting three strong wars, 10-point-something million people. But in terms of military architecture, my brother, they are moving forward. Unlike people who have over 10 million soldiers. Out of that 10 million soldiers, 9 million is guiding the VIPs. 1 million is left to guide over 250 million people. And they want to fight Israel. God have mercy. Okay, please let us read this news. Speaking after a high-level situation assessment at the Israel Defense Force Northern Command headquarters in Safed, Netanyahu addressed the Israeli public and troops, emphasizing that the initiative now lies firmly with Israeli government. I have just completed a situational assessment in the Northern Command with the Minister of Defense, the Chief of General Staff, the Commander of the Northern Command, and the division commanders. Netanyahu said he praised the commanders as brave and determined to strike our enemies and remove the danger from our borders. This is why they are fighting Biafrans, because imagine Biafra with over 150 million have the power, or rather have the freedom that Israel have. One day, forget it. Forget it. Okay, Netanyahu described the ongoing operation as a multi-front campaign in which Israel is striking Iran and its proxies with a tremendous force. He claimed significant achievements that have created visible cracks in the terror regime in Tehran, adding, Iran is not the same Iran. Hezbollah is the same Hezbollah, and Hamas is not the same Hamas. Sorry, Hezbollah is not the same Hezbollah, and Hamas is not the same Hamas. So all of them, they don't knock their brain enter inside, according to Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. Okay, the Prime Minister also asserted that the enemy groups who once existential threats are now battered. Enemies fighting their own survival. He said that Israel has seized the initiative. We are the side taking action. We are attacking side. We are the initiating side. And we are operating deep inside our enemies' territories. Creation of deep security zones. Netanyahu highlighted a strategic shift in Israel's security doctrine, saying the country has established 3 deep security zones inside hostile areas. In Syria, make on the here, this guy on too much. Okay, in Syria, from the slopes of Mount Hermon to the Yarmouk River have been captured. In Gaza, covering more than half of the territory of stripe. In Lebanon, where he has now instructed the Israel Defense Force to further expand the existing security zones. The purpose of the expansion in Lebanon, he explained, is to permanently thwart the threat of invasion and to push anti-tank missile fire away from our borders. He recalled that Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah had built a massive force intended to destroy Israel, including an arsenal of approximately 150,000 missiles and rockets aimed at Israel cities. Well, we eliminated Nasrallah. We eliminated thousands of Hezbollah terrorists, and above all, we eliminated the enormous threat of 150 missiles and rockets, Netanyahu concluded. Moving forward, while acknowledging that Hezbollah retains some residual rocket launching capability, he stated that discussions with commanders focus on ways to neutralize this remaining threat entirely. We are determined to fundamentally change this situation in the northern part of Israel, he added. That is Benjamin Netanyahu speaking. Addressing residents of northern Israel who have faced prolonged disruption due to the conflict, Netanyahu expressed awareness of their hardship and said he had directed government ministries to provide generous assistance. He called for continued patience and standing strong. He also extended condolences to the families of the fallen soldiers, describing them as heroes who died in the campaign for our existence, and expressed national appreciation for Israel defense soldiers, particularly reservists and their families who have served on the front lines and home front for over 2 good years. Netanyahu concluded on a resolute note, "We are determined, we are fighting, and with God's help, we are winning." I beg you, I didn't hear him in all these things calling the God of Israelites to come and fight their battle. Nigerian Christians and African Christians, please take note that the people you depended on their God are fighting their battle with arms and ammunitions and winning their battle. But Nigerian Christians and the rest of the other Africans are waiting for the same God of Israel. Okay, the context of the statement. The remarks come amid an intensified Israeli military campaign involving strikes on Iranian targets and continued ground and air operations against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. Recent reporting indicates Israeli forces are deepening their presence in Lebanon to create a broader buffer zone aimed at reducing rocket and anti-tank threats to border communities. The speech reflects Netanyahu's repeated emphasis on proactive operations that have reportedly weakened Iran's proxy network and shifted the regional dynamic in Israel's favor. No immediate reaction from Lebanese or Iranian officials was available in initial reports, though the conflict continues to involve exchanges of fire across the northern border. This is a message of Benjamin Netanyahu, or rather you can call him or address him as Mazi Chukwuwike Benji Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of the government, or rather Prime Minister of the State of Israel. Well, the message is well received and we understand every lyrics that have been involved in this kind of message. And I would like you as a Biafran hearing my voice, or you as an Igbo man hearing my voice, even if you don't believe in the Biafra ideology, to always look out for Benjamin Netanyahu's speech, because it will encourage you to know that Biafrans are 1 inch, just 1 inch, a stone throw back to Biafra land as a sovereign nation. We have just a stone throw back to Biafra land. Believe it or leave it. That one is your own cup of tea. But I can tell you this for free of charge. Before you know it, you are going to sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made it in kind of prediction, also as a prophecy that is going to happen, that it will be the last miracle on earth. If you are still waiting for that miracle to happen, my brother, it might be too late for you. But for now, the road is still clear. Make haste while the sun still shine, according to my people's proverb. Anyway, when I go hear my voice again when I come back, I forgot to let you know that today is Monday, and today happens to be the 30th day in the month of March. Tomorrow, we are going to say bye-bye to the month of March. But let me ask you, how many of us march forward in this month of March? Please, if you march forward in this month of March, not minding the economic and the world crisis, drop your comment at the comment section. But don't be saying I say make it drop, or you go begin the right full episode. Just, I march forward. Simple as that. Nobody's begging you money. I beg you, I don't rest my case on God. Make God help me to share this message. And follow us on all our social media handles. As you do that, may God Almighty continue to also follow you to solve all your problems. And it shall be well with your soul and your household. Kachineke meziokwu.